What's up?
No, I would
We're
just
having.
surprised you're going to be trending in Boston.
We're having a travel crisis.
Yeah.
Wyrm Lyfe camera is on now, Brent. Okay. Did you hang up, Brent?
Dead silent.
No, I'm here.
Brent is the opposite of a wormling.
Yeah.
He is the world's least wormling there is. So anyway, we finished our film. The problem is JV is too good at his job.
We're too efficient. We booked 2 days and we finished it before lunch on the first day.
Right. So we called you, Brent, and we're like, hey, Brent, we wrapped early. Is there any way we can move our flight earlier?
Right, and then they charge the $99 a head for a change fee plus any difference in the flight. Of course, being the day before the flight, the flights are more expensive.
You could have saved us 5 hours at a cost of $800.
I will say that the flights were dirt cheap, so I don't think $800 for the whole trip is astronomical. The tickets were very, very reasonable. Now, I'm not trying to sway you one way or another, but if we take in account gas for driving, if you're going to drive them, I think it's just as cheap to pay the difference and not have the.
No, we're not going to spend $800. We're not going to spend $800 on gas. That's insane.
Well, you'd probably be at 300.
Yeah.
300-400.
And we'll get home a lot sooner.
Road trip.
And then you're going to eat a lot, so I'm going to have to pay every meal you stop.
We don't eat.
I don't
No.
eat until I'm back in Attleboro.
Where you should have seen how much bread pudding we just ate. So anyway, Brent, contact Enterprise. I think it's time for a road trip.
I think it's
boy.
going to save time.
Yeah.
It's going to save money. And it's going to be fun.
All right, so yeah, we're gonna head back to the hotel, grab our stuff, and then it's road trip, baby. We're going across America.
Bye, Brent.
Have fun, bye-bye.
Okay,
Goodbye.
come up your day.
Am I gonna have to do?
Freaked out with that turbulence yesterday?
I'm
usually good.
I wasn't too bad just because I have had a few that have been like crazy, but there was some like roller coaster moments that were just kind of like, whoa.
You know, I've had worse too. Yesterday was getting it.
Yeah.
I think the baby's making me vomit.
You're getting more anxious.
I was thinking about my wife and
Oh, come on. You can't do that.
You're like, oh, that'll do it.
I didn't tell my wife I loved her.
Yeah.
Oh, as the plane goes down.
I'm gonna leave my son fatherless, and you're just like freaking out.
Oh, man.
Oh my god. No, that's miserable.
All right, Durango, moving out.
I'm just gonna leave this here for the whole 13 hours.
Can you actually, how long does the
battery do you
battery last? Can't
Well,
do
I
that.
have 12 hours of actual like space on the card.
But battery.
Gee, what do you,
We have USB chargers in here.
yeah,
I can
okay.
charge some
It's-
batteries.
what resolution do you film in?
Million?
No, you don't do like
Yeah.
ultra high
Yeah.
def. You don't do that stuff, do you?
8K.
8K? Well, how high does it, what is,
8.25K.
what's the highest you can upload onto YouTube? Where like it'll actually display?
can't do 8. Currently it's 4K.
4.
4K? So 4K. So we film in 8?
Nah.
No, I'm lying.
I don't know what this
Take the next
means.
left onto West 250 North.
Why would
West
you lie to
Middlebury
somebody
Street,
ignorant?
Then turn left onto Indiana 5
That's not
South.
kind. That's not kind. It's not a challenge.
We do 1920 by 1080.
1920 by 2.
Which is essentially
Take
like
the
a
next
quarter.
left onto Indiana 5 South, South Van Buren
HD.
Street.
That's like your quintessential HD
That's what
resolution.
That's what you film in.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So Matt, how long will it take you to go through and edit 12 hours of footage to get something useful?
Depends.
Does that almost become like an insurmountable task at some point?
No.
I'm good.
No.
Oh, I see. I'm just going.
You just skip around?
I'm afraid this is gonna fall.
Yeah, I got it.
If it falls, you'll just quick hands.
I'm like Spider-Man.
Okay, great.
Continue on Indiana 5 South for 8 miles.
And if it falls, that's just good content.
I guess so.
Oh,
Get some dash cam footage.
no, that's the wrong way. Oh, that's me.
Oh my gosh. So this could be the longest Wyrm Lyfe ever. Just release 18. Release 13 hours uncut, unedited.
That would be wild.
13 hours of just.
I would if you could stay quiet that long.
10 hours of this is going to be
I don't know what you're gonna say in 12 hours.
Oh no. 13-hour Wyrm Lyfe episode. Just unedited road trip.
Yeah.
That's
It would
terrible.
if I could live stream from the camera, I would. That'd be great. Actually, I could do it from my phone.
People, there are people that they would put it on. They'd put it on, just let it run in the background.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Amish Mennonite Center.
We should have a buggy counter. That's one. One on the buggy counter.
I thought Amish and Mennonite didn't really mix. Or do they?
I think the Amish and Mennonite have. I think it's I think they're like frenemies. It's like a love-hate relationship. Because they'll often work together and sort of are allies, but then
is
also
it like wizards and muggles?
I don't think
do the Amish think that they're the?
I think it's more like
wizards?
I think it's more like elves and dwarves in D&D, where like they're sort of Oh, 2 more buggies. We're up to 3.
We should start a buggy count. Yeah.
Yep, buggy counter. Buggy count. That's up to 3.
Although that won't last very long.
Yeah, you need like 45 minutes out of that talk.
Once we get into an interstate highway, that'll be done. All right, so this is fun. We have a little road trip.
Oh, those rays of sunlight are actually kind of nice.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna let you see.
On Discord, am I correct? Why can I just knock it on anything?
Too bad. We've already talked about everything, though.
Yeah.
I feel like we've already exhausted. This is going to be.
I didn't think I'd ever hear you say that. Like, I've already said everything I could possibly say.
That's 3 more buggies.
You got at least.
We're up to 6.
100 more hand gestures to do.
It's a big. Is that a pickle? Oh, that is a pretzel-oriented store.
That's what I said.
Yes, but I just noticed it myself.
Yeah, Ben's Pretzels. They're the biggest establishment on this whole road.
I'm technically the only person that's supposed to drive this rental vehicle. I just don't know how much that actually matters.
It only matters
Nobody
if you
cares.
actually get into an accident.
Sure.
That's when it matters.
Then we'll just.
Only you are allowed to get into an accident in this vehicle.
Right.
We can't.
I like that we waived the insurance.
Buggy.
Yep. And then decided to go on a 13-hour road trip.
What's
We're up to 7. That's 7 buggies.
Okay.
If that is a
Buggy.
So this $800 could turn into $30,000.
If we wreck it.
Wouldn't that just be
worth it?
incredible?
Oh, so want me to turn this way?
Are we going to follow the buggy?
Now it's saying this way.
Turn right onto US 20
Well, it says
West.
you can go
Nope,
straight.
you
It
can't.
says similar ETA.
I'm just gonna go straight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot of Jeeps.
A lot of Jeeps.
I don't know if I've ever been in a Jeep. I'm not a Jeep person. I think Jeep is a type. I feel like certain vehicles are almost personalities or types of people. I think there's like there's Jeep people.
There is. It's a community. You know how motorcycles, when motorcycles pass each other,
Yes.
they do a wave?
They do
Jeeps
that.
have, Jeeps do something similar.
Oh, that's so lame.
Yeah.
Buggy.
That's so stupid.
Unless you're...
Is that 8?
Okay. And then
I
it's
think we're up to the 8.
I'm gonna get this. But I would never...
Hey, that's nice. They're usually black horses. That's a brown one. That's a nice horse.
Right. Wow.
It's very.
You don't know anything. Do you know anything about horses?
I know when something looks good.
That's true. It did. It was very
Nice.
had very nice posture.
Continue on Indiana 5 South for 7 miles.
Alpha Building Center. That's a name for a business. Just call it Alpha. Just call the business Alpha.
Alpha.
Oh, another buggy. I don't know what we're up to.
10.
Don't
In
know.
7 miles, turn right onto
7,
West
8,
600
9.
South.
We're at 9. I'm actually just going to cut out all the conversation and just edit together all the parts where we're not saying anything.
Just awkward.
Yeah, awkward
almost like
stuff.
You
we're
could
just
also,
window.
I'm just throwing out, you could film out the windows. Isn't that more interesting for people?
Maybe.
Don't people like,
We're way more interesting.
don't people like seeing the outside world, not the inside of a car?
I think we need 2 cameras. Maybe. We got to do one going one way and one going the other.
Have you ever seen Carpool Karaoke with James Corden Blue?
No.
Yeah.
This is the exact camera angle. It's like filming the people driving, and it's very successful.
Okay.
So we're
yeah, but
copying.
they're.
We can actually sing.
I was gonna say, are they doing anything?
Yeah, they're
These must
singing-
be
they're
talented
singing
people.
songs.
Oh, they're singing songs.
Yeah, it's like Justin Bieber.
Come on, put on Christmas shoes and belt one out.
This is terrible. Yes.
It's the only song that I know that you know.
This over here. That's a big elementary school.
I think it's better that we're talking about all these things that we can see and then they can't see anything. Yes.
That sound...
They're like, I want to see it. And I'm like, no, fuck you.
It's like reverse ASMR. It's just frustrating.
Yeah.
No.
This is the future of vlogs.
I don't think it is.
No?
It might be. Things are getting worse. So
the
it's
worse,
possible.
So the worse we get, faster the better.
Well, there are certain genres on YouTube that if you told me, if you were like, hey, so here's my idea for a channel.
Yeah.
I'm going to take kids' toys and I'm going to open them up and then look at the toys.
Yeah.
I'd be like, well, that's absolutely ridiculous. No one would ever watch that. And then they rack up millions and millions.
Well,
and millions
that's the thing.
of
Like,
views.
you're not the target audience.
I know I'm not. Yeah. No. Yeah. So
well, YouTube Kids is like a whole different thing.
it's a whole thing.
That's a whole different world.
It really is. Fried pies. What? They're selling fried pies down the road.
How do you fry a whole pie?
You know, actually, if you go to McDonald's, do you like the apple pies at McDonald's? The 99-cent apple pies?
Yeah.
Those, I think they cook in fryalators.
That is a fried pie.
That is a fried pie, and it's excellent. So, fried pies are a thing. Oh, we're going to be on I-90, I think, the whole way, by the way. It's pretty much going to be...
Okay.
I think the whole thing's going to be I-90.
All right, Doug. We'll give him a little bit. I gotta keep the microphone going this way, so they can hear us.
Oh, look at what you're going to do. Okay, I see. What happens is it automatically go to the internal microphone. Oh, buggy count.
No, it doesn't.
Buggy.
It's probably way too bright for them to see anything. There you go. Buggy. Here. I think that was number 10. And then I'm gonna use this to raise that up a little bit.
There we go. See? That's better. That's much better.
Is it?
I think so, and then they can just... They can still have the conversation if we are conversing, which we may not be conversing. It's 13 hours. I don't think we're going to be conversing the whole time. There's our truck cam. Trucker vlogs. I think that's a type of thing.
That would be a thing.
I bet it is a thing.
That's interesting.
That is a thing.
It's got to be a thing. I myself have never followed a trucker vlog, but it's got to be a thing.
There's some big, what you're explaining, there's some big people on Twitch that live stream.
They live stream Twitch. These are Twitch truckers.
Yeah.
Love it.
I'd watch that. At least once.
I might have it on in the background just to sort of vicariously live through the truck life.
Waiting for them to run over like a deer or something.
Yeah.
Not that
Agricultural equipment. Do. Yeah, this is good. This is our new content.
I think I'm gonna say that was probably the last buggy we're gonna see.
It might be once we get on the interstate. We won't see any more. Van life. We're done with Wyrm Lyfe.
I'm in for $1 on that. You in? Would you bet money on that?
Oh, sure.
Against that or for that?
Whatever you'd like.
I'm for it.
I would be fine with any amount of light gambling.
Anybody think that
That's the last buggy?
I think that was the last buggy we're gonna see.
Wow. All right, I'm in for $1 that it's not.
Okay. JB?
We're taking bets on if we're seeing more buggies.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah, we're not seeing buggies.
Okay.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba.
You think we're gonna see one?
I think we're gonna see one.
Okay.
It's 19 minutes. I feel as if that probably is true. Maybe we'll see so.
I don't know. I'm still seeing some shit in the road, so they do come out here.
They do.
Yeah, everybody has propane tanks, like massive propane tanks on their property, or maybe they are natural gas. Or I guess that is propane.
No, okay. So natural gas.
In half a mile, turn right onto West 600 South.
Okay, so natural gas can travel in two forms.
Yeah.
It travels in, it either goes, it's a gas that is piped,
Yeah.
or they will liquefy it, and if they liquefy it, then they can
Take the next right onto West 600
they can transport
South.
it with, they actually don't use trucks, they use, oh, this Durango's not good as well.
Continue for 11 miles.
This is a boat. Oh shit. Oh, turn it around.
Uh-oh.
No, we're going back.
We're going back?
We're coming back.
Oh, we were missing the sheep.
No, they couldn't see those anyway.
There's a black sheep. There is literally a black sheep.
You're a black sheep.
So natural gas can be, it is, the vast majority of natural gas is piped.
Sure.
So for you to get natural gas to your house,
Yeah.
it's pretty much piped through the ground.
Okay.
They do liquefied natural gas, but the liquefaction process is very, very difficult and energy intensive. It only makes sense. It only makes sense at a tanker level, like a full, like a freight ocean liner tanker. And then it's.
Who are those? He's got deer or something.
I've heard that there are some domesticated reindeer of some sort.
Yeah,
That
they
are
were. Well,
sometimes-
they were small though. They weren't like reindeer size.
I'm sure it wasn't just like an emu or something.
No, an emu? That's not. That's
Not
a
an
bird.
emu, sorry.
It's a
llama.
bird.
Llama.
No, it wasn't llama shaped. They were like little tiny deer. They were definitely not horses.
But anyway, sorry, I'm gonna continue board. Propane.
Yeah.
Propane. You can propane.
Pony.
You can just have a propane tank at your house, and they'll just dump propane tank. So propane, you can go off grid with propane, like off grid with propane.
Oh, buggy. I was wrong.
You were.
God
Who
damn
do you
it.
owe $1 to?
Nick.
Nice job, Nick.
I never take L's.
I never take L's. Yeah.
Oh, Brent. Let's play this. Brent, check.
Car drop-off has been changed to Boston Airport, so you are good to go.
Nice.
Do you want to reply?
I replied, great.
What a champ.
Okay, it's sent.
Brent is champion.
I thought you were gonna make his voice more masculine.
It was.
Poor Brent.
This will be a long drive.
Yeah.
I think we are going.
It's gonna be a great episode.
This
We're
is
gonna go-
not an episode.
This is totally an episode. How is this not an episode?
Because this is going to be 13 hours of absolute
Nonsense.
low quality content.
You can get 10 minutes out of it.
No, I mean, are you going to do it as, are you going to edit it tight? Like, are you going to, like, sort of take
I
the,
don't
sort of
know.
all the funniest things
I
that
have
happen?
no idea. Well, why don't you say something actually funny and maybe I could?
It's not.
This is almost a podcast format at this point.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna have Bobby watch it and he'll go, yeah, post the whole thing.
Oh, that's so
You know he would.
So
You know he would.
So absolutely.
I'm gonna go, yes, boss.
Worst episode ever.
No, it's great. Why don't you like it? Because there's not someone there you can ask like ridiculously stupid questions.
Yeah.
Or offensive questions too.
I'll have to call Waldman or something.
Call Walt? What? That's the last person you should call.
No, if that, you want content. If you want content, you call Michael Waldman
No.
and you
No.
talk about traffic safety laws in Rhode Island.
Mike is a content.
Mike is a content
No way.
endless buffet.
No way.
So this is the thing. Okay, so ready for, this is dystopian. This is very interesting. So in the state of Rhode Island,
Yeah.
are you allowed to drive? Okay, so there's let's say you're on, I'm not talking about, let's just talk about a local highway. There's the left lane and the right lane. Now the left lane is the quote unquote passing lane.
Yep.
Right? You're supposed to, if you're in the left lane,
Yeah.
you're supposed to be in the left lane if you're passing someone. The left lane is not for just general travel.
Correct.
Okay, do you agree with that?
Yes.
Okay. Now, in Massachusetts,
No, you're good.
I'm good. In Massachusetts, that is technically the law.
Yeah.
Here's what's so interesting. In Rhode Island, that is not actually technically the law. In Rhode Island, you can drive in the left-hand lane, just normal speed, just you can just travel. It is no different than the right lane by law. You can travel in the left lane at the speed limit, and it is not against the law.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Nobody knows that in the state of Rhode Island. So if you go to Rhode Island and you ask people in Rhode Island, they will basically say what you just said.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
If you go to the RMV website in Rhode Island,
Yeah.
it will actually tell you that same thing you said. The Department of Motor Vehicles in Rhode Island on their website will also state that the left-hand lane is for passing. It's not for travel.
Okay.
That is technically incorrect.
Okay.
The majority of the police in Rhode Island also do not know that that law technically is the other way. If you go to ChatGPT and you ask ChatGPT,
Here we go.
if you ask ChatGPT
Yeah.
about that law in Rhode Island,
Yeah.
it will also say what you said.
Oh.
The only way you can know that that is not technically the law.
Buggy.
Oh, why is it saying listening connect cancel? Get out of here.
Cancelled.
I don't know what that. Oh, buggy.
Do I get $2 now?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, this could be very painful.
I'll live up to it.
Lucrative.
Depending on what I do.
That seems fair.
'Cause I could make this a long
We
drive.
didn't make another bet, but
Banging Yui.
Yeah. So, the only way
Yeah.
you can know that it is actually technically completely legal to do that.
stop hitting the.
I'm hitting things.
It's listening to us.
Oh, you
Pardon me.
Shut the fuck up.
Cancelled.
Yeah.
Go to my map.
Bitch.
I don't like this Durango. Okay, the only way you can know the law is if you actually go and look up the legal code, which Michael Waldman has done.
Of course.
So Michael Waldman, because he got in a disagreement with someone because he made a claim,
Yeah.
whereas like, oh, you can travel in the left lane. This person was like, oh no, the left lane's only for passing. And Waldman was like, no, I think that's a state-dependent law.
Yeah.
And the guy was like, yeah, well, maybe it is state-dependent, but that's how Rhode Island, you have to use the left lane to pass. And so Waldman got in this big argument with this person, this is my understanding. And so then he actually went and he found the law. He found.
God damn, another buggy.
Yo.
Nice.
I was so wrong.
So he actually found the law, the technical law,
Yeah.
and read it, and he's like, yeah, no, in the law right here, it's very crystal clear. The left-hand lane is just a normal standard lane. There's nothing about it.
Okay.
Anyway, he's been going around Rhode Island trying to convince people of this,
Yeah.
and nobody believes him.
Jesus.
And if you go to the RMV website, it actually disagrees with Waldman.
Yeah.
The real
And if you go to ChatGPT, it also disagrees with Waldman. Every layer of our society believes this law isn't what it technically is on the books.
Yeah.
And so I think that's just the most fascinating thing.
Well, my question would be,
I think it's so fascinating.
if let's say a police officer wrongfully pulls you over and tickets you, if you go to court, what does the judge think?
The judge would so this is the theory. Okay.
Yeah, but judges make their own.
No,
calls.
no, the judge. So, okay.
Some of them are just like, yeah,
This
I'm gonna go with
is
whatever I want.
epistemology, right? This is. It's like, what is the nature of? What is the nature of the law? Is the law technically what's written on the books, or is it what everybody thinks is written on the books?
Right. Yeah.
I think 99% of the time, it's actually just what everybody thinks is on the books.
Yeah.
But there is that 1% of the time that if you are that kind of motorist who decides to actually take it to court, I think you would theoretically win.
Yeah.
But I also don't think that would change anybody else's opinions, because it would just be a,
No, they
one
would
little
change
thing.
it. They would end up, if it happened enough, they'd be like, all right, we got to change this law and make it the same as
So when you're
Massachusetts.
on ChatGPT, what's crazy to me is ChatGPT, it also has fallen for the false information.
Another buggy.
Yep. Dude, you're gonna owe a lot of money.
What is that, $4 now? God damn it. I'll buy you a taco or something.
Yo, 5.
Double buggy.
Whoa, that's a double buggy.
Whoa, it's a tiny buggy.
Whoa.
Pony buggy.
That was a buggy pulled by a pony.
That was adorable. I'll give you $2 for that one.
But this is like ChatGPT.
Well,
it's
ChatGPT
not
grabs.
smart enough.
ChatGPT, I'm assuming, grabs things just from the internet that people
Right.
are like. So it's
Right.
It's taking God,
Right.
another fucking buggy, dude. I'm gonna owe you like $20. I think there's another one up there
It's like
too.
an actual bet.
Okay, so there's this really, there's a Hawaiian guy. There's
Yeah.
like this fat Hawaiian, and he plays a ukulele. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
know
yeah.
his name. What is his name?
I used to know this because I played ukulele. for,
He does like that "Somewhere Over the Rainbow"
Yeah, yeah,
song.
yeah.
What is this guy's name?
We have the internet.
Oh, 13 hours of driving. This is great.
Please hold. Well, the internet. My phone sucks out here.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, this guy, and I don't know if this is true or factual, but it's interesting. Like, even if this is false, in spirit, it is true.
Israel Kamakawiwo.
Yep. So apparently, do a Google image search of that guy. Just
Yeah.
like put his name in and then do an image search.
Yeah.
What are the images that come up?
Oh,
I heard, I haven't verified this myself.
just a bunch of him with his ukulele. He's like holding it.
Okay, so apparently, and I don't know how true this is or not true, but again, I think it's true in spirit.
Yeah.
There was you know how they have the AI image generation now?
Yeah.
There was some, like a photorealistic AI image generation Reddit or group or something like that. It's a bunch of amateurs who like doing these photorealistic AI generated images.
Yeah.
And for some reason they were doing that guy. And I think what they would do in the group, they'd be like, show Donald Trump on a trampoline or something. And like, they would try to get these interesting, funny prompts. Anyway, they
Yeah.
decided to do this guy.
Sure.
And so they're working on these photorealistic AI generated images of this guy, some of which were silly and some of which were just sort of normal. Because the goal they were going for was realism,
Yeah.
not, necessarily just jokes.
Not surrealism.
And apparently
In a quarter
Those
mile, turn right onto
images-
US 33 North.
have leaked into the Google image search results.
So now
So when-
ChatGPT is also
No,
looking
so
at
no. So what I'm saying is, if just you as a normal human,
Yeah.
okay, my son,
Yeah.
he's doing a book report on ukulele players.
Yeah.
Okay, and he just wants an image of this guy, so he goes to Google to find an image.
Yeah.
There are now AI images leaking in to like the normal images,
Yeah.
and there's no way to differentiate them because they're photorealistic.
People are going to rewrite history.
So this is what's so interesting. So it's like my son, if he's writing a book report about ukulele players,
Yeah.
he might just be putting in, unknown to him,
Yeah.
AI images.
Yes.
That's a little nuts.
Yeah.
That's
A little bit.
That's nuts.
Yeah. But if they're like so insanely accurate, is it really any different?
Well, it
If
is.
it is like 100%, they got everything right. Every little
Sure.
birthmark, every tattoo, every...
Yeah, but it's
Like-
showing him sitting in, at a certain place in a certain
Oh, he's
context.
like wearing a suit and tie.
Something
and
like that, or
he's
I
just
don't know,
like
whatever it is.
at a movie theater.
So the thing is, it's that AI photorealistic image world generated is now actually leaking into what you would consider the normal internet.
Yeah.
Yes, into what people consider reality.
Plus, I'm saying like people could like make an AI image of Hitler hugging a dog or something,
honestly,
right? And they'll be like, "Oh, look at how adorable that is."
Okay, so
and they're like, "He wasn't so bad."
if the idea of democratic governance is that, oh, we're gonna like everyone sort of, how are we going to govern if we can't even agree on reality? Which I think already we can't agree on reality.
Sure.
Already that's happened.
Yeah.
But this
Take the next right onto
generative.
US 33 North.
Your camera's gonna be shaking.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
It's immersive, Doug.
Put image
immersive.
stabilization on it.
Continue on US
it's on.
33 North
4
for
minutes
3/4
until
of a mile.
Yeah, no, they're getting the. It's like
It's like
Jurassic
in the
Park,
car.
you know, like.
No, it is like they're in the
you know
car.
Those games? You ever play those games, the shooting games that actually like you sit in it
Yes.
and you're like shooting dinosaurs and stuff, and the car actually like moves with the bumps and everything.
Yeah.
That was like the first immersive like almost VR.
I will say this is this is going to be if you did air this in sort of a lightly or non-edited format.
Yeah.
This will be the most realistic Wyrm Lyfe of all time.
Yeah,
Because
this
they're-
is what we actually talk about.
Because they're just going to be bored. They're just going to be bored.
Wait, are you bored?
Yeah.
You bored?
A bit.
Yeah, it's been like 20 minutes. I'm done tapping out.
37 minutes and 47 seconds.
It's great.
I'm not bored.
Yeah, you should take it in like
I just-
1 hour chunks.
How the hell is this next election going to go in 2024?
Oh, well, now you made it boring.
Oh.
Now you.
No, but how? No, I'm not even talking about who you. It's like how.
Now you
Do
made it
you know the weapons grade? Look,
Get your motor running. Head out on the highway. Looking for adventure. And whatever.
I'm gonna totally surprise my wife too. I'm just gonna show
Just
up.
don't tell her.
I'm not gonna tell her.
Oh, that's
yeah. Don't tell your wife.
Okay.
Do not tell your wife. In fact, if she calls, be like, "Oh, honey, flight got pushed back. Flight got canceled. I'm sorry. I'm gonna miss Christmas this year." Like, just like.